Welcome back to Oblivious Maximus. I'm one of your hosts, Searlo. Joining me as always is
Aaron, the other one.
How you doing today, mate?
So good.
We're a bit late today, stuck in traffic.
yeah.
It's a fucking nightmare out there.
Yeah, we invite people from a different place to come here and then rock up late like absolute dogs. But
So we do apologize to the band Skorn.
No worries.
Well, you're here.
I forgive.
thank you for coming.
Thank you for forgiving us.
Tell the lovely people who you are.
My name's Ethan, and I play guitar. My name's Billy. I play drums in the band.
My name's Bede and I do vocals.
Nice. So hot off the practice show in the smallest room in Melbourne that you could have afforded yesterday. How was it?
It was pretty crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know how 120 people fit in there.
I mean,
I think the answer is they don't.
they don't.
They don't really.
People push the bathroom and stuff around the corner.
Yeah, that's the
Place to
spot.
hang, yeah.
Yeah, or people just go in the little green room.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, calling it a green room, see, it feels like a bit much. The gear area.
The gear area is a good hang spot. Yeah.
Good viewing point.
But wild show from the looks and sounds of things.
It was good, yeah. Melbourne treats us well. I think every time we've been down, and we'll be back again soon. But
Yeah.
Yeah, 3 times in 3 months.
Yeah. I was saying to Ben on the drive over, I was like,
You guys have been here a lot. Yeah.
We love
Yeah.
and you're not close either. Dude,
No.
coming here is not a small effort.
no. We've sort of got, since we've come to Melbourne so often, we've sort of got our own like method of how we get here now.
Yeah.
We do like half the drive after work the night before the show.
Mm.
Yep.
And then do the rest on the day of the show. So it sort of splits it up into like 2 5-hour drives, which is pretty chill.
Yeah.
It's just very smart and responsible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ethan's a smart and responsible guy.
Yeah.
He takes care of us really well.
Ethan-
Professionals.
Ethan keeps us all on time.
If you need to know when loading is, you ask Ethan.
Yeah.
And he's got it.
Now I feel even worse about being late to this thing that I asked you to do.
Ethan was like, we got to be there early.
Yeah, he fully did.
Damn. Well, we got some shit. Ethan, welcome to the podcast. Help us organize it.
You work here now.
You're on board.
Yeah. No, when I used to live in Canberra and would come here for shows, I did the same thing though. It was like just a fire down here after work so that I didn't have to rock up like right before the show started. Because also, truly the thing that I hate more than anything in the world is arriving to a place after being in a car for like 10 hours just to walk straight into chaos in a venue. Like there's just truly nothing worse.
And then go to sleep and then do the drive home
Yeah.
straight away.
Disaster.
Yeah, it's terrible.
But you guys have been playing fucking heaps lately, I would say. I mean, obviously you've got a new release out, so there's a reason to be doing it. But I feel like I think I saw you guys for the first time when Extortion played in Sydney at the Speed Thingo 2 years-ish ago. And I feel like since I've probably seen or played with you guys like every 3 to 3 or so months since then.
Yeah.
So smashing it, really going for it. What's been like, I mean, when did the band start?
Technically, like start of 2022.
Okay.
So kind of just as those final like COVID restrictions came up.
Yeah.
But, like I didn't know anyone in this band other than Cam to start off with. So I had a friend from high school who asked me to do a band with him. He wanted to do something heavier. He wasn't a hardcore person.
Yeah.
I was like, well, I like hardcore. If you want to do this with me, you can. And we jammed for a bit. We found our original guitarist. He like wrote pretty much everything up to Quick Death. So shout out Ollie. And eventually, so I met Billy at the gym. He was wearing a backtrack shirt. I was like, this is cool. I introduced
Got to talk to this guy.
I introduced myself to him, and then the next day I saw him in an electrical wholesaler. I was doing an apprenticeship at the time. So like 2 things in common. I was like, probably should be friends.
It's meant to be.
So
that's
we were hanging
sick.
out more, and then we went to a show together. Billy and Ethan are practically related.
Ethan's my brother-in-law, or at least soon to be my brother-in-law.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Ah.
So I met Ethan. So these guys, my friends in my back pocket, and our original drummer who I started the band with, he left right after we played our first show. So Billy was in, Ethan was in by that point as well because we'd become friends. Pressured Cam into it. So Cam and I went to high school together. We both went to a place called Dungog, which is maybe an hour northwest, do you reckon? yeah, I don't know if you guys know Trophy Eyes.
Oh, yeah.
From most of them all from Dungog. The original members were, other than John.
Mm.
So yeah, that's kind of how it came together. We put out like one song in 2022. It was like a single called Purgatory. I actually really still like that song.
It sounds like there's a bit of contention about
Not really. It's just so
probably no
different.
play.
You know what I mean? Like it doesn't sound anything like what we do now. But
You've evolved since then.
I was 17.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
but I actually find that song to be like quite like honest and stuff with its lyrics, which I feel like I struggle doing now. But yeah, Louis hit us up for a show. It was a Trench Knife, Don't Fuck With a Knife release. And that was with Splinter, who we were all like pretty friends with at the time as well, and a band called Slaughter Cult. So yeah, Louis had our back way back from the very start. That's kind of answered a few questions. That went beyond how did it start, but realistically, it just all kind of came together in a weird way, like just meeting people because like, there was no shows for a while. Like I was lucky enough to go to a few before COVID started, but I hadn't really made any friends. Like I think that the last show I went to was Invasion Fest in 2020. I was still 15, so I didn't know anyone.
Yeah.
So coming out of it, I was just kind of, I was grateful for the people around me who helped me, and then started going to shows, met Billy, met Ethan, met Leo, who joined us a little bit later after Ollie left from, and obviously Leo was playing in Splinter. So I don't know, that's a bit of information. But
Yeah.
But so for being that young and obviously being from a little bit far out as well, how did you find getting into like going to shows? Was it like a trek every time? Was it?
I was lucky. I was able to like convince my mum to take me to Sydney for the Invasion Fest show. All the other ones I went to were like just kind of like little punk shows around the area. Like I'm grateful. My dad was really into like punk music. Like he was really into all the Epitaph and Fat Record stuff.
Sick.
And I feel like everything around me growing up always like had me in that area. Like the games I was playing, and we both really loved Suicidal Tendencies. I was kind of like maybe
sick.
like my gateway band into it all. So
That's a great gateway band.
it's awesome. I remember one time he sat me down, he showed me You Can't Bring Me Down, Six Pack by Black Flag, Unsung by Helmet, and shit, one of the songs off.
Did your dad's like
My dad's awesome. Shout out my dad.
That rocks.
Yeah, I feel like that was kind of like a big stepping stone. And at that point, like it was all kind of the same to me. Like punk music was just punk music. And I had all of these like Punkorama CD comps and the Fat Record stuff. And they had like Madball and Agnostic Front on it. And I was listening to that and I didn't know it was really like a different thing. Like obviously it all like roots back. But so yeah, I feel like my whole life I've like been listening to hardcore music and punk music. And yeah, obviously wanting to also having the internet at your fingertips.
Well, it's like the Punkorama CD, I guess, was big for our generation.
And they're awesome. I still have them.
And it like you said, it did have the mix. It was like, it wasn't just like, it was a bit of everything. So you kind of got a bit of a sample. And then like, I think similarly growing up, like I would have those CDs and it's like, oh, I didn't know this was like a whole different thing.
Yeah. Well, I think a big conversation we've had, I mean, when I was younger, like I grew up in playing metal and in metal bands, not so much in punk stuff, but like I remember there used to be this festival called Metal for the Brain in Canberra, which was like a big festival when I was a kid, and Mindsnare played it like multiple times. And when I was a kid, I was like, oh, I love this metal band, Mindsnare. This Melbourne metal band that I've been seeing since I was a kid. And then like when I started playing in hardcore bands and everyone's like, oh yeah, they're like the greatest Australian hardcore band of all time. I was like, I didn't know that was a separate thing. I've been seeing them as a part of the metal community that I grew up with the whole time. So
for a long time, stuff is just heavy.
It's just for sure. Like at that same time, like I wasn't just listening to punk. Like eventually, I discovered like Slipknot, and, like Parkway Drive. So I was kind of just like, I liked everything heavy before kind of like centering back in on like punk music. I love punk music. So
it all starts from being a confused young teen. You just find it that way.
Yeah. Without my parents splitting up, none of this would exist. Becoming a teen goth. But so from those first couple iterations or, things that the band did, where did you see it sort of start picking up for you guys? Because I mean, you're playing pretty regularly now, but where was kind of the first jump for that for you guys?
You go, Ethan.
Man, I feel like ever since we started as a band, it was pretty crazy. Like the first show was probably the best first show that we could have asked for. And it just sort of like continually kept getting bigger and bigger.
What was the first show?
So it was at the Burdekin in Sydney.
Yep.
Upstairs, it was Trench Knife headlining, Splinter main support, Slaughter Cult from Sydney, like the death metal band, and we opened.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. And we covered Carbon, and it was
Oh wow.
Oh hell yeah.
everyone loved it. It was awesome. So yeah, we did that, and then we got us on the Newey show of the Thought Dom tour with Terminal Sleep and Volatile Ways. And then that's also how we got like introduced to Candace as well.
Yep.
And then Candace has been a very big part of us since we were like from the start.
Yeah.
She's always put on for us, which is
Sounds like it's a lot of like good timing stuff for you guys.
for
Like
sure.
from seeing you in the gym.
like
Like,
but
you know.
even just kind of like coming back straight after COVID, and there wasn't a lot of new bands. Like obviously there's a core lineup in Newcastle that's been doing it and holding down the scene for a long time, but I think we were the first new band basically like after COVID, because even like Splinter had been doing their time since like 2019 2018. That was like a legacy band at this point. So I think we're just like the first ones back.
Yeah.
Realistically, I think answering your question, like where, like I know Ethan said that was like a pretty gradual step up, but around the time where you saw us for the first time, which was that Speed Christmas show, I think that marked like a noticeable shift in kind of like the shows that we're playing and the the crowd participation, and the shows that we're getting after that.
Yeah, you did the biggest stage dive that's ever been recorded in history.
Yeah. He's done a couple of those. Leo can really get up in the air. It's sort of psycho watching him stage dive.
I honestly,
like 5 kids kill themselves trying to copy you.
I mean, I truly was standing at the back of that room and I was like, that motherfucker just nearly hit the roof. Like,
well, I think when Speed was on here, Jem dropped like Leo's secret identity of being Spider-Man and back on the map one.
Yeah, really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Damn.
We're getting into we're creating our own lore on this podcast now at this point.
Yeah, it's the OMU.
But I mean, I had a great time at that show. Obviously, very big venue, but it was such a blast. I mean, particularly for Extortion too, because I've known the Speed guys for a long time, but like when Jem asked if we would do it, it was like, obviously we said yes, it was going to be fun, but we also went into it being like, we're the weirdest thing on, like we're the weirdest band on this comparatively. But everyone went psycho for the whole show. Like there was no band that
awesome.
People didn't go berserk for. So it was such a blast. But yeah, I mean, I think that show particularly for me as well, I felt like was like a cool, at least turning point, I thought, for me at the time with this kind of stuff, in that it really felt like there was tons of kind of old people there that I knew from back in the day who were still going to things. And I mean, I would say a number of them, the 2 bands that they knew on the show would have been Speed and Extortion, but then they saw all the other bands and then, now, are rotating through that. And then vice versa, we had like tons of young people come up to us about like fast music and being like gassed up about that and maybe had never heard that before. And I think I made some gag while we were playing because someone did a stage dive and it was funny. And then I just kept talking about stage dives the whole time. And then when you did that massive one later, I was like, man, this show is just like, I'm loving seeing this. This for me is like what, I mean, I don't do it. I'm too large. I'll kill a person if I did that.
Straight up.
But like that for me was always like the most exciting part about this when I was younger, was just seeing people stage dive all the time. So that show in particular for me was like, it was super fun. But
insane lineup if you think about it as well.
Yeah.
Because what was it? It was Bozo,
Volatile,
Secret World.
Distortion. Oh yeah, Secret World.
yeah, so Roll played too.
And the day after was Real Deal.
Migraine.
Migraine, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and the show the next day too was sick as well.
It was so good.
I think those Christmas shows are like the best part of the year. Like we're something to look forward to. So.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and I mean, again, like I guess now that there's kind of like, I suppose like a number of different communities have kind of linked together, which I think it was something that, has come very positively out of COVID as well. I think maybe the last couple of years before that, at least I'd noticed that it felt very segmented for quite a while, in that like if you came to Melbourne, you would play with these bands and do this thing, but then maybe that group of people wouldn't necessarily go to Sydney or go to Newcastle or go to Brisbane or whatever. Whereas now that feels like a lot of that is just gone, and it feels like a number of, well, bands obviously are part of it, but people who travel to shows and participate, whether it be booking shows or taking photos or doing whatever, like it's really linking it all up now to tie it together, which has meant that when there are things like, the Iron Mind record tour or whatever, like you guys are playing and things like that, rather than it being two bands from Melbourne who then travel up and then, it's just exposing this small part to the other place. It's sort of connecting it all together a bit better.
Yeah, it definitely feels that way.
And like, is that like, I guess being from, again, same thing for me, like coming from Canberra, like it was always a requirement effectively to go somewhere else. Like coming back or playing in Canberra kind of was just like the thing you did to, I don't know, build up chops or whatever, but you kind of just wanted to go somewhere else. Whereas now it feels like Newey's kind of got like its own crazy thing going as well.
Newcastle at the moment, I think is, obviously it's very awesome for us because it's where all my friends are. Yeah. But like the community together is amazing. We've got so many beautiful people that we surround ourselves with. I think we're very fortunate to be at this time and place, to be a band at this time. So no, it's awesome.
I agree. I don't know. I think Newcastle is really good. I think it's slowed down a little bit lately though. Like, people seem to give it like a lot of props, but hasn't been a new band for a while, so it's like
we're working on that.
But
gotta start kicking some kids up the arse, start writing songs.
It's just like no one's starting bands, so like when people come and hit Newcastle, it is like the same groups over and over again. So
well, I think the last time we played Newey was like October last year.
Was it Madofest?
No, it was the Feel the Pain release.
Yeah.
Yep. So I mean, like it's sort of hard to. It's one of those lines where you want to play your hometown so much because all your mates are going to be there.
Yeah.
But you also just don't want to overdo it. Like you don't want to be...
Finding that line is like hard, hey?
Yeah.
It's like you want to kind of be better as a band and like the more you play, the better you get.
Yeah.
But you can't play to the same people week after week. But so if some new bands come in, they bring some new people.
Start a band.
Yeah, you heard it here first.
Start a band.
If you're a young person in Newcastle listening to this.
We've got we're playing, so part of this tour it ends on SCT2, which like we play in honor of Alex. We've got a few new bands in that one, but it's just the same people in different lines. It had to be done. So excited for those, but it'd be cool to have some fresh faces starting bands.
Yeah. Tane
is in one of them.
Time.
It's the time for the Day of Judgment.
He will get the lyrics finished.
You talked a bit earlier about, writing the song when you were a lot younger and then compared to now. What's the process of been like developing the music side for you guys? Like, have you kind of consciously going like, oh, we want to be influenced by this band, or how does that come together as a group now?
It's really rough. If I'm being honest. We've got a really odd way of writing music. Like we've tried it the normal way where someone writes music at home and then brings it to the jam room and we learn it from there, but it just never works for us. It's never worked for us like once.
I can relate to this.
So
maybe a couple riffs would work, but like every single time we get to the end of it, we're like, we could do this all better, and we end up scrapping the whole thing. So
so the way that we've always done it is like someone has like me or Leo has like a singular riff, just one riff, and we show it and then write the whole song in the jam room off the dome.
Yes.
Which is, it's a nightmare sometimes. Like we'll go 6 months without getting a song done, and then we'll get 3 done in a month.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. It's just, it's brutal. It's really, really brutal.
But I mean,
like
if it's working, then it's working.
Yeah.
It's sort of like it's more of an improvisational side of it. Like you're just kind of like seeing what the vibe, very vibe based
Exactly.
writing.
Sure, when the vibes are good, like the songs are good, like someone like will hit something and we're like laughing and like lose our mind when we're playing because we've just done something that we think is really cool. So I think it's fun writing that way. I don't think it's strange. It's just jamming, really.
Yeah.
But, I mean, if anything, I would say that's more of like a traditional way of writing music.
Sure.
That I'm like, I can't do that anymore. I mean, I used to be able to do it when I was younger, but like, I don't know if it's me being like a control freak or not wanting to contribute at all, which is like the other part for me is like, come and show me how to play your song. That's I'll just learn your song or I'll teach you my song. I don't need to like.
I feel like it depends on how much like there's a specific vision for the band.
100%.
Like,
yeah.
I play in Bozo and Eric writes all that. And that clearly he has a vision for it and he kind of hash it out and we learn it.
Yeah.
Where Skorn, I feel like, has always just been like there's music that's already out that we've got to build upon, obviously, but there's no real kind of like, this is what we need to do this time. This is how we need to improve it or make it sound different. And even some of the stuff that we've written recently, like we played a new song at the last few shows. And I think it's obviously, you're always writing new music. You think it's better than the last stuff. And I think that is true, but it's a lot faster, a lot more aggressive, which I really like coming from like a fast hardcore.
Sure.
But that doesn't really sound like what we've just put out. But,
not at all.
I don't really care. Like, I just want to play shit that I think's awesome.
Yeah.
So,
well, and I mean, we talked about this recently with some other people, but like, I mean, I think the coolest point in a band is when the band starts influencing itself and the band is no longer like not trying to be someone else, but it's looking for source material from outside of itself, and
rather than being your influences, you're like doing your own thing.
You are the band. And I mean, there's obviously always things that when you're writing music are going to come from somewhere else, but like once you find like the vibe, whether that be in the riffs or whether that be in your voice, like I know a big thing for me was like, starting a band where I was singing and I'd never really done that before. I had to like figure out what my singing voice was going to be. And then once I found what my singing voice sounded like, then I felt like the riff started coming together better because I was like writing for what it actually was meant to sound like, not, just yelling over top of something else that was already there.
Yeah. I think we have a bit of a tricky time because obviously we imagine like what a Skorn riff should sound like.
Sure.
It's pretty tricky sometimes to try and write like the dumbest, heaviest bullshit, but in an interesting way because otherwise it can just get so boring and lame. So I think the new stuff's probably going to be fast and a bit feral and different.
I like the word feral.
Yeah, we just want to do like
feral music,
things that we enjoy.
Lots of D beats and blast beats, which I've been gunning for a while.
Okay.
You talked a little bit before we recorded about this cover last night. Well, sorry, I didn't mean to.
All right. No, we can talk about it. If you want to talk about it.
What was the cover?
It was Redemption for the Innocent by All Out War.
Okay. Dope.
Yeah. It's the best All Out War song.
Not for us.
Dude, one of my best friends, Marty, loves All Out War, and I was going to FaceTime him and play it. Like, I haven't watched it, but he didn't pick it up. So maybe that was like a
jinxed
sign,
it.
like an omen not to play it. So
obviously, I'm playing the drums. Like the whole song keeps going. If I keep going, So I start the song off, and I sort of stuttered a little bit, and then started playing, and then B gives me a bit of a look, and I'm like, wait, fuck, am I doing the right thing? And then we get through that section, start to go into the fast part. Bead stopped for like a vocal break, and I was like, fuck, am I in the wrong spot here completely? And then just, it was brutal. Yeah, so.
Yeah.
But we just kept rocking.
I feel like we always say to each other, the worst thing you can ever do when you fuck up a song is just like fully stop.
Yeah, 100%.
But
I think having 4 people playing the different things might be a little bit worse.
Because we just full stopped playing.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't forget the lyrics.
Looking back, I was playing the right thing. I just
you came in late. Nah, wait. Look what this is doing. It's turning me against everyone.
That's all right.
This is a bit of a therapy session we wanted to bring together.
Hash it out.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a rite of passage. Like
Absolutely.
trying to play a cover and it just like fucks
I think it's
up.
probably the first time we've done that.
It's the first time we've done it, and we've played a heap of covers. Some of them we've learnt like on the fly nearly, and just rocked it. So it was about time it bit us in the ass where we just fucking were a little bit too rock and roll.
Maybe.
The most annoying thing was like we learned it at Prac last week. And then we got to the venue heaps early yesterday and we were like, fuck it, we'll set up and like run it through a couple of times just to make sure it's sweet. And when we did those couple of run throughs,
We played it fine.
it was so good. It sounded awesome. And then as soon as we played it in the set, it was fucked.
Yeah. Oh well.
Oh, yeah, we just got to try again.
It's rock and roll.
Redeem
so.
our innocence.
Try again.
I'm never
again.
playing that song.
Sorry, Adelaide.
One and done.
Yeah.
I love that you had a crack.
Yeah.
Two, I'm happy that you're willing to admit the fault. I would say every band I've been in has at some point done something like that. Whether I am on the same page though of like, do not stop. Who gives a fuck? Just keep going, because even if it's bad, then by the end of it, it's like, well, you know, we had the best. But I mean, at a point,
Yeah.
if no one on the team is playing the same game, you got to stop.
Look, I think for us, I was talking to Zamet after, he goes like, bro, no one knows what that song is.
Yeah, well, I was about to say,
Perspective, it just looks like we played it. It was a short song.
I was about to say, you're lucky that you've picked a very niche band that hasn't quite risen to the stardom in Australia that it might have elsewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think one of my greatest fuck up versions of that ever was, for some reason many years ago, Izzy used to play Ace of Spades.
That's
And
so fucking cool.
we, for this brief like 1 year window, I was the only guitar player in the band, and the band generally had 3 guitar players. And so for this little period, I played guitar by myself. We played a show down here at what used to be like a bookshop, I guess. It was just like a little venue. And there is a video of it for sure. I think it's on YouTube, but of like us playing Ace of Spades. And I'm like, I'm the only guitar player. And because we're in like a shop, I just cannot hear anything. Like all I can hear is cymbals basically. And I'm looking around, I'm like, no idea where he's going with this. But thankfully, most of Ace of Spades is just dun, 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 dun. So I'm just playing like, the bass is playing the riff correctly, and Jake, our singer, is singing, and I'm just like, just strumming away at nothing, and then it gets like the chorus, and I'm like, there's the chorus, but just that there's a full verse of me just going like, just fumbling on guitar, sounding terrible. So you know, it happens. And Ace of Spades is one of the biggest metal rock songs of all time.
If you fuck that up, someone's going to notice.
Yeah, exactly.
I definitely think 2 more guitarists could have fixed that for you.
Well, that's what I mean. And that was the benefit I had for the rest the other time in that band. If anyone ever fucked up, there was always 2 other people to cover it.
And sometimes not the right time. You know,
Yeah.
I think the FaceTime call was yeah.
It's an omen.
I think stick with that.
So driving to Adelaide, playing in Adelaide, is this, because this is kind of like, I suppose, the end-ish of like a month worth of shows, yeah?
Not really.
We got a couple
very
more.
spread out.
Yeah. We're playing a bunch of shows with nowhere to run from Adelaide.
Oh, yeah, true, okay.
Crazy beatdown. Awesome people. So yeah, we'll play Adelaide on Sunday, and then Brisbane, Nambour, and Newcastle.
Yeah.
Brisbane pending, I guess. We'll see.
Yeah, I think the venue may have double booked.
Not maybe.
They
Not maybe.
have double booked.
But that's okay.
Heard it here first.
Yeah.
You waiting to see who they go with? Or?
No, they chose
the band of the other one's from Adelaide, so I guess they.
I think the band is like
Get it by distance.
Nembudelik or something, some death metal,
Okay.
deathcore band that booked before us, maybe potentially. So
Oh,
Damn.
that's
Maybe you got to talk to them about some organizational.
I'm gonna get on the blower.
But so going to Adelaide today, essentially.
yeah.
Yeah. Keith, aren't we?
Yeah.
Keith.
And
They're so smart, staying like halfway. Yeah, breaking it up.
It's the way we've always done it. It's
Yeah.
it's sweet. Yeah. And like even after the show tomorrow, it's an early show, so show's done by 7:00.
Okay.
So we're gonna do like 6 hours worth of driving after the show. Just
Not
so we
me.
can get home a little bit quicker. Yeah, this guy gets to fly.
I'm flying. Sorry about that, but I'm starting a new job, so
Hey, you've earned
has
it,
to be
mate.
done.
But so I guess what's, obviously you got these shows over the next couple weeks, I guess.
Mhm.
What's the plan after this for you guys?
Back here next month for a 4-1 show.
Yep.
I can't remember the exact lineup. Ends in tragedy.
TCB Resurrect.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
That's pretty bad. And then we have. Is that other one announced?
This is going to go up in 2 weeks' time.
Oh, it'll be announced by then, surely.
I don't know.
Nah.
Stay tuned for other show.
Yeah. We're playing something somewhere
In
with some
Sydney.
people.
Okay.
In Sydney. Okay.
That'll be cool.
We are thinking about the same thing.
Yeah,
I was confused.
yeah.
I thought you were talking about another Melbourne show. I had no idea.
Flying in again.
I started a new job, man.
But yeah, I think other than that, after May, we haven't really got anything in the works.
Try to lock in and write some cool stuff, I think.
We
Get
wanna
back in the jam room.
studio by the end of the year.
Write some more feral stuff.
Because the scenes we record with Elliot,
Yeah.
his production timeline's like a year from recording to release.
Yeah, he's
So,
got a lot of irons in the fire,
yeah.
Mhm.
But there's a reason everyone goes to
Yeah.
him. He's basically the 6th member of Skorn.
Yeah, sick.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, I guess that then, so doing that kind of stuff then, does he then have an impact on the songs after they've gone through the jam room
Yeah.
mix up?
Sure.
Yeah. So when we did Closer to God, I think we went in with 2 of the songs.
Barely.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, we went in with 2 songs.
We did go in with-
came
we
with
went
some
in with 2 songs, and then we
wrote
just-
some in the studio. But
Yeah.
Elliot definitely has a
Yeah.
producer role in the band. And
Yeah.
we changed those songs up so much from when we went into when we came out. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. It's just,
he's an awesome producer
He's
and
so
an
good.
awesome songwriter. So just a crazy brain and
Yeah.
yeah.
And particularly when you start working with lots of different people and bands too, then that starts impacting you as a songwriter as well. So
Yeah.
for him, he's seeing so much stuff come through there that's going to impact other things as well.
Yeah.
That's sick. Well, I mean, thanks for coming and chatting to us. Ben, what do you got coming up?
I think maybe Comedy Festival will be done by the time this comes out. I don't know when this, but if it's not, come along.
If you're still in there telling jokes.
Yeah, come and see me. Cooper's Inn, 9:50 p.m. March 25th to April 5th. So if those dates are relevant to the time you are listening to this, please come along.
Yeah, nice.
How about you, mate?
I've already talked about that. Extortion show is sold out. If you're there, see you there. If not, the day before now, we're doing a show with Orc at Aglo is doing a show with Orc at the Bendigo on the 17th with Grim Rhythm and Tumor. And I'm going to film an Aglo music video at it.
The music vid. Talk us through it.
It's essentially, well, I'm just going to reveal it here so people are aware of what they're getting into. You're not getting into anything too crazy. It's basically just drinking at the pub is the music video. So
Okay, interesting.
yeah.
Interesting.
Sign me up.
So I have already posted this on the internet. I'm just going to talk about it. If you come, I guarantee you will get a free drink because I need to make sure that there's a level of engagement in this video that stands up to what I want to see from it. So
Okay, dope.
Friday, April 17, come be in an Aglo music video at the Bendigo and also see sick bands.
Yes.
Not just
lineup.
not just helping me build content. Also good bands. But yeah. Thanks for coming in, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us.
My
so
absolute
much.
pleasure. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.